This week we get to study the first vision. And if you haven't started yet and you've been wanting to get going on Come Follow Me this year, this is a great week to start. Let me give you just a couple tips that will help you study or teach this week. Then I'll have a really important teaching tip that you will want to hear if you have children that you want to teach how to be seekers of truth and what they can do if they hear something that they don't know if it's right or wrong. Tip 1. This is the 1838 account of the first vision. We have the 1838 account in the Pearl of Great Price. There are other accounts. You can find them on the church's website. Something that's important to know about this particular one is that this followed the worst year of Joseph's life. At this point, the saints had left Kirtland and they'd also been kicked out of Missouri. Joseph and others had been through Liberty Jail. So this is just before Nauvoo. So you can understand that this was a very hard period for all of the faithful saints. So you can sense it in Joseph's tone in this account. This is the story at the beginning of this church. This is what happened. People want me to deny it. I will not deny it. This is the story. Here's tip number 2. If you look up Burned Over District in 1820, you will find out this. The term burned over district refers to the western parts of the central regions of New York in the early 19th century. So Palmyra, check. And 1820, check. It goes on to say, this is where religious revivals and the formation of the new religious movement of the Second Great Awakening took place to such a great extent that spiritual fervor expanded like a forest fire. So hence, it's a burned over district. So if you know any history about Joseph Smith's family, they had suffered some great misfortune that ended up leading them to Palmyra. So now you have this great spirit in this boy that was reserved to come to earth at this time to restore the Lord's church. And he is placed in a place of a great spiritual awakening. He is hearing, lo here, lo there. That's how he put it. This is how you're saved. No, this is how you're saved. This is how you receive forgiveness. No, this is how you receive forgiveness. And he was confused, and you can sense in his account that he was truly bothered and troubled by this. He wanted answers. And he will show us a pattern here of how to receive an answer. So one caution I would give is to not simplify the pattern he is showing to, he had a question, he prayed, and he got an answer. Even though that is what happened, what pattern you will see is a great desire. You will see him acting upon answers he receives. You will see him searching. And one of the most important patterns we will see is that he had real intent. He intended to act upon the answer he was going to receive. So what's important about this, as we teach our children how to receive answers, we have a real question, we put in real effort, and then we intend to act upon the truth we are taught. This is the perfect week to talk to your kids about how to become seekers. And so if they come across something on TikTok or somewhere else and it's really convincing, they will know what to do to receive an answer. There is an episode from the Follow Him podcast that I have sent so many people to. It is from 2021. It's episode 2 from the Doctrine and Covenants year, and it's part 2. So it's when Hank and John, they interview Stephen Harper. Stephen Harper will explain skills that seekers have, and you want to teach those skills to your children. I have sent so many people there, especially young adults. So you'll need to go to their website, the Follow Him podcast website, and then go to their archives and find the 2021 episode 2 with Stephen Harper. We want our children to know that they can have the ability to discern between right and wrong. That is what Joseph is teaching us in the first vision, is to seek. He's teaching us to slow down, to really put in effort and go to the right source. And so as our children learn these skills to be a seeker, then even that alone, when they hear something, they will know what to do next. Slow down, turn to the right source, and put in the effort, and to seek for the spiritual gift of discernment.